Very first reports I took was a state policeman out of Raleigh County, which is Beckley, West Virginia on the turnpike. And I called him and we're talking, and he said that, he was riding his four-wheeler on this right-of-way, and him and his wife like to look for ginseng, but this was summer, so you can only harvest ginseng in the fall. And they were just looking around, and they kind of zoomed off the side of this right-of-way, and they were on this little path, and he's putting along. He said he looked up, he saw a fire burned stump, he's looking back down, and he looks back up, and he pauses, and he said, "Have you ever seen one?" And I said, "No." And he said, "They're so large, you can't fathom it. They're the size of a sheet of plywood." And he's like, "People disappear." I'm not saying that they do, but when you see how large they are, it makes you wonder. And he said, "I started hitting reverse. I had a gun. I didn't even think about using it. It was too large." And my wife said, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Look, look, look, look." And his wife just started screaming, "Oh my God, no, oh my God, no." And they got turned around and got out of there. And that was one of the first reports, and the one that made me really think that, legitimately something had happened. And I went back to that location with him. I took an investigator, my friend of mine, Darren Pavarnik, and we went there, and there was another trooper, and they're both holding their gun out. The guy that had the sighting is crying. He's chain smoking. He won't let us make any type of calls or noise or do anything else. He's too fearful. It was apparent, he saw something. Whether or not, he certainly wasn't faking, because in the end, most of the people that you're talking to, they either misidentified something, they legitimately saw something, or they're lying. It was apparent he wasn't lying.